Woodbine at Mohawk Park. The gates fly from the beautiful Niagara Escarpment in Campbellville, Ontario. In 2018, Woodbine Harness Racing moves to its permanent home at Mohawk Park, where the best harness racing in North America goes down all year round. The action begins with $200,000 per night in purses, 4 nights a week, full fields, exotic wagers, award-winning broadcasts. It's your opportunity, harness racing at Woodbine Mohawk Park. You gotta play here.
Welcome to Meadowbranch Training Centre in Flamborough, Ontario. I'm Jaimi Fellows with the Harness Racing Update, and you're watching Twos in Training. Today, we're talking to Blake MacIntosh. Thanks for having us here today, Blake. You just got off the track with your last set of 2-year-olds in training. How many do you have going out this year?
We have 32 babies this year.
And how does that number compare to last year?
It's about 10 more than last year. We started 22 last year.
How do you get this many young horses ready for the races?
We have good help, and we just keep going forward every week. That's all.
You do have a big mix of Ontario-bred and New York sired babies, and last year you did as well. How or why do you choose that program?
I find that those two programs are the best suited for us. I find that they give you the most racing opportunity.
So last year you raced a lot in New York as well as here in Ontario. How do you do that with a split stable?
We've got a stable down at Mark Ford's Training Centre with Jessica Dowse. She's my trainer down there. And then when I'm away from here, Mike Pennington and Francis Dumichel run the stable up here.
It's your second time around with the split stable coming into this season. Are you a bit better prepared?
I think we're better prepared. I think we'll have a lot more down there this year, and I think we'll be ready to go.
Out of your 32 babies you have in training right now, how many of these do you think will make their 2-year-old debut at the races?
I think that we'll probably get pretty close to all of them there. There's 1 or 2 that might not make it early, but they'll get there at some point.
When you're watching them train down, is there a key moment when you know they're ready to go to the races?
I'd say that you can usually tell right about now what ones are going to make it, what ones aren't. And, once you hit 2 minutes, that's when you really know what you have.
You do have a first crop of a Sunshine Beach filly. What are your first impressions of her?
She's going good. I like her. She's probably my second or third favorite filly right now. She goes good and does everything right.
When you're looking at horses in the ring to purchase, what's the difference? What made you lean towards a first crop rather than a proven sire with this one?
She was Ontario sire, and I wanted to try something other than sports riders and cheddars, and I liked the breeding on her, and I fell in love with her at the farm at Blue Chip.
A little bit about a few of your standouts here. First one, American Jojo.
Yep, she's a nice American Ideal filly. We bought out of Lexington. She's trained in 34 today, and she goes very good. I like her a lot. Next up is Brad's Buddy. Brad's Buddy is a first-time sire. He's a Heston Blue Chip. I saw him at the farm, and I liked him a lot. We purchased him, and he trained in 32 this morning. He's just a very nice horse, and I'm very high on my 2 Heston Blue Chips.
That's great. And Clearly Better?
She was a sister to Clear Idea, who was affiliate, made us 360 last year. We purchased her. She's been training good. Now this morning she did jump some stuff on the track and made a break, but she's been going very good. She's a nice filly.
And how do you correct those jumps on the track or jumping over shadows or lights?
Well, hopefully we can just get her over it, just keep going over top of them and figure everything out. And if we have to, we'll put a shadow roll on her later on.
And how about Fast and First?
Fast and First, better select colt we bought out of Lexington. He went in 34 this morning. He went good. He's a nice colt, and he's out of sister to Darlin's Delight, so I like the breeding on that, and I thought we'd take a shot on him.
And you have an American Ideal colt, Jack Nation.
Jack Nation's a very nice colt. He's probably 1 or 2, top 2 in my barn right now. I saw him at the farm at Winback, and I just had to have him from that point on. And he's got a bit of a Roman nose on him, but he goes fast. I love him.
And your next filly here, Revival Cards?
Revival Cards is a Royal Majesty that was bought back out of London. She's going really good. I had good luck with her brother. I raced him in the Battle of Waterloo. She's going great. I can't say nothing wrong about that filly.
And you bought a colt out of Lexington for $60,000, Sports Hero.
Sports Heroes, probably between him and Jack Nation are my two best going right now. They both go unreal, and he just does everything right, and he's just been a real dream, and I love that colt.
And you have a Chapter 7 filly, Sweet Chapter.
She's a very nice filly. Bought her out of Harrisburg. She can get a little hot, but she went 34 this morning and just does everything right.
So you have 32 babies in training. Tell us a little bit about some of your owners. Do you have a few or a lot?
We seem to have a lot right now. My big owner right now is Hut Racing. Mr. and Mrs. Thompson have supported me for the past 4 or 5 years, and we've grown a lot. I think we got like 26 together right now. Then I've got Stu MacIntosh, who's been with me forever. 30 plus stables that's been with me for a couple of years now. We've got a lot of owners right now, and then we've got the SBOA mentorship program, and that's 10 new owners that have been they've been great. They come out every 3 weeks, and it's been fun teaching them about the business.
So we all know you're a big sports fan, as you can see by your hat there. When you're not racing, what do you like to watch on TV, or what sports?
Hockey, Toronto Maple Leafs.
I was going to say, what's your favorite team?
Yeah. Leafs and Jays, I guess, and Yankees.
Any favorite players?
Matthews and Anderson.
What's the worst thing to watch on TV?
Montreal Canadiens.
Where would your dream vacation be?
I like going to Vegas or on a cruise.
So when you're not racing, what do you like doing?
Watching hockey or just staying away from everybody.
And where's your favorite place you've ever raced a horse?
Probably Lexington. Just a beautiful place to go in the fall, and just a wonderful place to race.
Your favorite food?
Prime rib.
Now, if you had a reality show that followed you around, what would the title of that show be called?
Crazy Horse Trainer.
And who's your favorite driver?
Come on. Mark, I guess. Mark McDonald, we'll say.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Eating candy.
Books or movies?
Movies.
Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Pacer or trotter?
Pacer.
Woodbine or Mohawk?
Mohawk.
Phillies or Colts?
Phillies.
Apple or Android?
Apple.
Pop or beer?
Pop.
Waffles or French toast?
Pancakes.
TV or music?
TV.
People or horses?
Horses.
Hockey or baseball?
Hockey.
Thanks for having us here at Meadowbranch Training Centre in Flamborough, Ontario. Blake MacIntosh has got 32 two-year-olds in training right now, so watch out for them this coming season.